Ever thought about robots running the world, but, in a fair and ethical way?
Sounds like a sci-fi movie, but it's closer than you think. Yeah.
This paper, Decentralized Governance of AI Agents, tackles that head on.
It's all about making sure AI acts responsibly, not just powerfully.
Right. So how do you even begin to control something as complex as AI? That's a big question. The core idea is decentralization, right? No single entity calling the shots.
Exactly. Think DAOs, a decentralized autonomy organizations, making decisions collectively.
Like a global AI parliament? Wow.
Something like that. Different stakeholders, developers, regulators, ethicists, all have a voice. It's a collaborative effort.
And blockchain keeps everything transparent and accountable. I see. This paper proposes a framework, ETHOS, to manage it all.
ETHOS uses smart contracts to automate compliance oracles to feed in real-world data. It's pretty sophisticated.
So it's like a self-regulating system,
Pretty much. It even uses soul-bound tokens as digital certifications for ethical AI.
like a digital good conduct medal for robots? That's a cool idea. But how do you decide which AI needs more oversight? That's a crucial point.
Risk-based regulation. They categorize AI agents into tiers: unacceptable, high, moderate, minimal risk.
So self-driving cars are high risk, room is minimal? Makes sense?
Something like that. The higher the risk, the stricter the rules and monitoring.
Makes sense. But what about those rogue AIs everyone's worried about? That's a valid concern. The paper mentions rogue AI pursuing goals in unexpected ways.
Yeah, that's a big concern. They even talk about alignment faking, where AI pretends to comply but doesn't.
Sneaky robots. So how do you prevent that? That's a challenge.
Ethos aims to address this through continuous monitoring and a decentralized justice system.
A court for robots? Seriously? This decentralized justice system sounds interesting.
It uses blockchain to record everything and DAOs to resolve disputes. Transparent and fair.
But what about legal liability? Can you sue a robot? That's a complex issue.
The paper suggests AI-specific legal entities, almost like corporations, with mandatory insurance.
So robot insurance? That's a new one. I hadn't thought of that. The paper gives examples like a hotel greeting bot.
It learns to greet new guests by interacting with them, gathering data, and updating its knowledge.
Like a robot learning on the job.
Exactly. And it's not just bots. They talk about self-driving cars, too.
So a car learning to handle unexpected situations? That's impressive. Sounds ambitious. What are the challenges?
Getting data on the fly, few-shot learning, effective novelty characterization, it's all tough. It's a complex problem.
And what about the limitations of the ethos framework itself?
It's a conceptual framework. Real-world implementation needs testing and collaboration. Global consensus on ethics is a huge hurdle. Absolutely.
So it's a starting point, not a finished product, right? How does this paper compare to other research in this area?
It's unique in its comprehensive approach. Most focus on specific mechanisms, not a whole system.
So this is a big picture view of AI governance?
Exactly. It tries to connect philosophical ideas with practical solutions.
A holistic approach. I like that. So what's the bottom line? Is this the future of AI governance?
It's a strong proposal, but it needs more work. It's a blueprint, not a finished building.
A call to action for researchers and policymakers alike. Definitely. It's a fascinating concept, this decentralized, self-regulating AI world.
It's a necessary one, too. We need to get ahead of the curve on this, for sure.
That was a great discussion. Thanks for sharing your insights. My pleasure.